Capricorns, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. My name is Dee. This is going to be for the end of May reading. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so that means not all the messages are going to match with your own situation. If you want something tailored specifically for you, you can either go to ascendingspiritually.com or click the link in the description box below. So if it doesn't resonate, I'm most likely picking up on the person around you, or it's simply just not your reading. Let's see what you guys have coming up. Four of Wands, the Devil, the Moon, Two of Swords, Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Six of Swords. All right, so from what I'm seeing, there's going to be issues when it comes to the stability, either the foundation of your home or just with your family in general. Four of Wands means you're going to be focused on your family, foundations, your long-term stability, things of that manner. And someone may be dealing with some type of addictions. As soon as I saw the Devil, the first thing I thought of was addictions, either to alcohol, drugs, food, whatever it may be. And someone's being held back by their inner demons or their addictions. Someone's trying to fight off their shadow self instead of just like acknowledging it and dealing with it head on. Someone's deciding to either fall into substance abuse or is just in some type of toxic energy that's keeping you or the person that you're dealing with stuck. But overall, I see someone's keeping a secret. Whatever the secret is, it involves hidden emotions. It involves revealing feelings that have never really been spoken. And I feel like there's some significance going on with your dreams, so pay attention to whatever you see in your dreams. You could possibly be receiving premonitions of the future. But with the Two of Swords, now someone feels stuck. Could be you or the other person. Feeling stuck because they either were reluctant to make a decision or decided to stay in this position of indecision because they couldn't decide between left and right. Each side represents a different path, and it seems like you don't have all the answers or information required to make an informed decision. So you're kind of just sitting there stuck, trying to figure out, which way should I go, left or right. There may be a lot of people involved. If this is not family members, it's friends, as well as potential rivals in some sort of way. I feel like someone's dealing with competition or inner conflict about their own stability, either because the path that they've chosen isn't what it is that they want, but there's also some financial problems. So right now is the time for you to save. Try not to spend unnecessarily. Spend only on the things that are required, supplies, bills, things that you really need to pay for. If you don't need it right now, hold off until June, because Four of Pentacles means that there's going to be focus on your home and your stable life. So if you don't have enough money saved up, there could be something that comes up that really shakes you up because you're going to be unprepared for it financially. So by you keeping things under control, you could possibly steer things in the right direction, depending on if you have the funds to do so. So this is a perfect time for you to save. Try not to spend any money right now. With the Ace of Swords, there's going to be some truth that is revealed because someone's keeping secrets or not really exposing how they really feel, or they're keeping pertinent information to themselves that is feeding onto this toxicity, either when it comes to the home, the career life, whatever it is. Something's not progressing because someone's intentionally keeping information to themselves or refusing to see things for what they are, because this Two of Swords is somebody that has a blindfold on. This blindfold, though, can be easily taken off. It's almost as if they're deciding to keep themselves in this position of being stuck. Some of you may be wanting to move, whether this is physically move or just move to a calmer place emotionally, because you've been dealing with some turmoil and turbulency in your life, and it's kind of just been going on for about a month and a half, I would say. You do have the choice to move on or to just move to something better, but you have to actually make that decision. You can't sit there and wait for things to play themselves out. You need to be in the driver's seat and make the decision for what's best for you, because the Devil is looming around you. This is anything from fear, codependency, addictions, you being bonded to something that keeps you stuck, that low vibrational energy that we want to stay away from. Let me get another deck. That way I can get a deeper understanding of what's going on. Okay, so why is the Four of Wands here? Because of the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this foundation that's being destroyed or that you're having conflict with involves somebody that you have deep feelings or emotions for, or someone that was supposed to offer you a cup of love. This Knight of Cups could be between the ages of 20 and 35, possibly have water placements in their chart, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They don't have to. For the most part, I do see a lot of fire. So I feel like there's a lack of action that led to things getting to this point. Someone offered you something significant. Either you were not prepared to take it, or you're just not in the position of where it would be beneficial for the both of you, because you have to consider everyone involved. But when it comes to this Devil, that's going to be taken care of. For now, you have to kind of just swim in your toxicity to be able to get through it. By getting through it is by seeing things from the right perspective. The sun kind of lights things up. It lights all the corners of the shadows of things that, we try to keep hidden. So the sun will reveal any secrets, which is funny because right after the sun is the moon. So the sun's going to come in to present things for what they really are. So if someone was seeing things from a warped perspective, it's like now they're going to have this reality check about how things really are. With the moon, we have the Eight of Swords. So because of the fact that whoever's keeping secrets or keeping things to themselves or not revealing how they feel, it's putting them in this position of mental entrapment. The Eight of Swords is the energy of feeling mentally confined, restricted, trapped, not knowing what decision to make, but it's you putting yourself in this position mentally. Because you're wearing red, it shows me that you have the knowledge required to get yourself out of that scenario, but you're solely deciding to keep yourself there. We have two cards of someone being blindfolded, and it's a decision that you're making mentally to keep yourself stuck. So it's ultimately up to you when you want to get out of this Devil energy. It's going to be here until you keep addressing it. So whatever you're throwing underneath the rug, it's going to keep getting worse until you address that situation head on. Once you do, and you do make a decision, then it leads to the possibility of a brand new beginning. This could be anything from a new job, new home, new relationship, abundance, tied to finances. So you have choices available to you. You're just choosing to remain stuck, either because you don't want to reveal things, you don't want to look bad, there's too many people involved in this, or it's going to affect your stability. There's so many different variables in this equation. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like whoever this person was that did offer you something, I do get the vibe that it was rejected only because you didn't see it for what it was, and someone was also wounded. A situation here left an individual wounded, not just internally, but mentally as well. It's like after putting in all this time, effort, and energy into the situation and it not bearing fruit, either they just gave up or they're deciding to make the decision to move on to a different path. But what you have to understand is you may not be in the right set of mind when you're in this Devil energy. It's like you can't see things straight, which makes sense why there's so much entrapment mentally and you feeling stuck or feeling like you have this blindfold over you, because there's something that you need to work through to be able to get past this dynamic. There is hope in this situation. So if there was an individual that you denied, for example, a love offer because you could not see it at the time, you still would not be able to see it until you look at things from the logical, right perspective. I feel like you may be looking at things from a glass half full perspective, and it's warping the way you look at this situation, because there is a lot of hope. This situation has a lot of abundance tied to it, but if you can't see it, then you can't act on it. So that's something that you need to work on. There also was an individual that was coming into your life in and out inconsistently, and this individual may still be in your life, and you have to make the decision about who are you going to cut out. Are you going to cut out the person that's been here consistently trying to offer you the Four of Wands? Because the Four of Wands is usually marriage, a foundation, something long-term. Meanwhile, you have this individual here that was possibly maybe just after your finances and your stability when it comes to money. They're going to be consistently in and out of your life. They're going to be flighty. This is not someone who likes to commit. As quick as they come in is as quick as they leave. And the Knight of Wands also has the reputation of just being inconsistent, whether it's in love. This would be someone that's unfaithful. If this is at work, this would be someone that doesn't finish their job, or they lollygag and they just do sloppy work. So you need to make a choice about how you're going to deal with this individual that keeps getting in the way of your Ace of Pentacles, because that Ace of Pentacles is here. That new start, that new brand new beginning that you want, it's here. But you have to make that formal decision to act on it, or to do what is required. So if you know you've been indulging in things that warp your perspective, such as drugs, I keep hearing cocaine, so I don't know who's doing cocaine, but you need to stop it. I don't even mean to laugh, but like, I see what it does to you. Sometimes even excessive marijuana usage warps your point of view, because you just see things from a happy perspective. Like, you don't see things for what they really are. Be careful with substance abuse. That's for someone watching this. But with the Seven of Cups, you're going to continue to be confused and feeling like you don't know what decision to make, because either you're trying to keep your options open when it comes to love, not wanting to make a decision, although there's only one of these cups that's going to bring you that stability and that victory that you seek. You're deciding to keep all of these things around that are no good for you. So you're going to keep sinking into the sunken place until you deal with this dynamic head on. And that's what I'm seeing so far. So like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your month. Bye.